Hey, what's up, y'all? Is it on? All right, it's on. This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about some people. Girl, it's a lot of mess going on. And sometimes I don't be knowing where to start. So I'm just going to close my eyes. You know who I wanted to talk about? Mm-mm. I wanted to talk about Marques Houston and Lyrica Anderson. Y'all know Marques Houston, Go Home Roger. You know, he was in the group. What was that group called? Immature. Yeah. And then I think they changed the name to like IMX or something or MIX. I can't remember. But he was on Sister Sister, the TV show with Tia and Tamara. Remember? Um, well, he basically posted on his page. This is according to the Neighborhood Talk. Um, and this is how this is the Neighborhood Talk was being shady as they should have been. This is the headline that they wrote. 42-year-old Marques Houston says his biggest flex is being a man of God and great husband to his 22-year-old wife that he married when she was 19. That's the headline. And they basically showed us a screenshot of his story. And he put, "My biggest flex is being a man of God. Being in love with the woman of my dreams, being a great husband and a great father." Shout out to all the husbands and fathers out there. It ain't easy, but we get the job done. So, of course, people were reading Marques in the comment section. So, Lyrica Anderson, you know, she was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Yeah. She was married to A. I don't know if she's still married. I don't keep up with Lyrica or A1 or nothing. But she was married, may still be married to A1. I think they have a child together. Could have more than one. Again, I don't keep up with them like that. But that's who she is. I think she was before Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. She wrote a couple of songs. I think she wrote a song for Beyonce. Um, this is what she had to say in the comment section. The headline was unnecessary, shaking my head. He waited until she was grown before anything. And now they're both grown and married with a family. At least he married her and treats her great. As a person who knows them personally, it's true he's a great husband and they're happy. Move on from the negativity. And I put in the comment section, lyricist is just as weird as Roger. And correction, he waited until she was legal, which means no jail time for him. But he definitely didn't wait until she was grown. He had his eye on that girl when she was a child and made his move when he knew he legally could. Let me tell y'all something about these men. They're all cut from the same cloth. Marques, Russell Simmons, JayZ, Puff Daddy. It may not be that big of an age difference when it comes to some of the women who they, messed with, married. I remember being scuttlebutt about JayZ allegedly saying that he had his eye on Beyonce when she was 16. Then they happened to meet when she was like 18 or 19, right? And then they started dating when she was 20. And some people swore up and down, y'all don't find nothing wrong with that, even though JayZ was a 30-plus-year-old man. And like I had to tell some of y'all on Twitter, y'all only want to change it up because of the people that are involved. But the truth of the matter is, girl, we know that that's questionable. A 20-year-old girl whose brain isn't even fully developed yet is now dating a 30-plus-year-old man. If that was anybody else, y'all will be reading them their rights. Marques Houston is definitely out of line and out of order, right? Because what happens is with these men, they know that if they mess with these girls before they turn 18, and if the laws find out, or if the parents get involved and press charges, it's clank clank, girl, and you got an inmate number, you turning sideways, girl, your profile picture, yes, you going to jail. So they wait in the cut until they're 18. So now, legally, they're good to go. That's exactly what Marques Houston did. He was friends with this girl, a grown man. Friends with a 16, 17-year-old girl. As soon as she turned 18, they started dating. Because at that point, he knew legally I'm good. I've been had my eye on you, right? But I knew I could go to jail, so I'm gonna wait. That's what they do. That's what Russell Simmons did with Kimora. Huh? That's what JayZ did with Beyonce. I don't give a damn what none of y'all say. That's what Marques Houston did. Elvis, they all do the same thing. All of them. While yes, there's a big difference between Marques Houston and the girl who he's with, and JayZ, and when he met Beyonce, but baby, it was still a big age gap. It was still a big age gap. I think Lyrica is weird. Y'all really think this is a thing? I used to think this too until I got older. While yes, 18, you're legally grown. Girl, 18 ain't grown. I don't give a damn what nobody say. 18 is not grown. Legally, yeah, okay, yeah, you grown. But 18 ain't grown. 18 is not grown. You can be 18 still in high school living with your parents. I ain't even doing your own laundry. I ain't even cooking for yourself. But you grown. I was thinking one time that the way that things are set up is just so crazy over here. Like, for example, how is it that you're 18 and you're considered to be an adult and you have the option at 18 to vote? Something as big as voting, right? You're responsible enough to go to a place and vote for the direction you think this country should go into. But then you can't legally drink until you're 21. So a person can be responsible enough to vote and say, I think that this country should go into this direction, but they're not responsible enough to have a cocktail. It's stuff like that that don't make sense. That's what these men do. And then you have someone like Lyrica who probably was taken. I don't want to say that. I could see Lyrica probably being dealing men dealing with her when she was under 18, and that's why she probably ran to the defense of Marques Houston, because there are women out there, right, who when they were 17, 16, were dealing with the dudes who be 26 and 27, and they don't think nothing is wrong with it because in their head, I did it and I was grown. No, you was not grown. You was sneaking around doing it. That man was taking advantage of you. And if anybody would have found out, he would have been in jail. I always question when women like Lyrica come to the defense of stuff like this. I do. And this may even be for some of you. I question some of you if you think like Lyrica. Like, how can you come to the defense of a 40-something-year-old man, right? A 40-year-old man at the time, I believe, dealing with a 18-year-old. Girl, you don't have nothing in common with this child. Nothing. The most that Marques Houston should have been telling that girl is say no to drugs and stay in school. Last week, they was talking about how um, JayZ and Beyonce. It was a clip floating around. Let me play it. We already talking. We might as well get into it. Let's get into it. Ain't got nothing else to do but make some of y'all mad. Let's talk about it. I want to play the audio of Beyonce talking. Do I still have it saved? I probably don't even have it saved. Ooh, y'all better be glad I don't have it saved. I know I got it saved because I'm usually good at saving stuff. Do I have it saved? If I don't have it saved, baby, the beat, baby. I usually save stuff. I bet y'all have it saved. Oh, here we. All right. So social users react to resurfaced video of Beyonce thanking JayZ for teaching her how to be a woman. Listen to this. Y'all listening?
This is nothing compared to what you've done. And not only me, but everybody here. You taught me so many things. I was 20 years old when we first started dating. You taught me how to be a woman. You taught me how to live. You taught me how to be a friend. You give.
You really can't hear it because of the static in the background. But she basically said she started dating JayZ when she was 20 years old. However, of course, like I said earlier, girl, there are reports out there that JayZ and Beyonce met when she was like 18, 19, right? And then they started dating when she was 20, which means that JayZ was 30 plus. Okay? And this is what I put in the comment section. Because someone said, this is a very wild statement. Why did your man teach you how to be a woman instead of your own mother? And I said, okay, I think it's a perfect question to ask. Why didn't Tina, her mother, teach her how to be a woman? Y'all say all the time that little boys need their fathers in their lives to teach them how to be men. Well, Tina was in Beyonce's life, but Sean Carter, a man, taught her how to be a woman. I have questions for Matthew, Tina, and Sean. Y'all love for Beyonce will not allow most of you to tell the truth, but JayZ is no different than Diddy, Russell Simmons, and their other counterparts. Older men seeking and taking advantage of younger women whose brains haven't fully developed. Some people were in the comment section on Twitter talking about that's not what she meant. Basically, I guess he taught her how to rest in her femininity. Girl. Let me tell y'all something. One of the reasons why older men usually go after younger women is because they know y'all don't know shit. That's for just boys and girls of younger ages. You don't have any type of experience under your belt. Right? It's not like you've been through, girl, 10, 15 men, where these men who have experience under their belt and are used to dealing with women, right? They know because you don't have any experience at 18, 19, 20 that they can get you to do what they want you to do. I don't give a damn if Beyonce had a number one song on the Billboard charts at the time. It still does not take away from the fact that she was 20 years old and JayZ was 30 plus. It would be different if Beyonce had stood up and said, I had been out here dating and I wanted to be in a relationship and I finally met someone who I could trust and who allowed me to rest into my femininity, right? Who allowed me to be the woman that I wanted to be. If she said some shit like that, then I would say, okay, I get what she's trying to say. But she didn't say that because she couldn't say it because she was only 20 years old and she was 18 or 19 when she met the nigga. While I have to admit, after thinking about it, maybe JayZ didn't groom Beyonce, but he definitely preyed on her. And Matthew and Tina did not stop it. Because ain't no way anybody's gonna get me to convince me that a 30-something-year-old man got any fucking business talking to a fucking teenager. I don't give a damn if it is Beyonce. No business. Girl, that girl brain ain't fully developed yet. And you got a 30-year-old plus man talking about, I want to date you. Yeah, because you don't know shit. Okay, girl, you done traveled the world a couple of times and yeah. Shout out to Funky. Girl, you done got on stage a couple of times. Right? You got your own little money. But that still doesn't take away that, girl, you probably don't have the experience when it comes to dating and dealing with men that an older woman would have. That's why they seek these younger women, because they know that y'all don't know shit. Because any of us at 19 or 20, we cannot compare that to someone who might be 40 or 30 or 35, who have been through the ups and downs when it comes to relationship or even just dating. Right? These are some of the tweets that I sent out. Let me go to my Twitter. This is what I put. Y'all acting like Beyonce was 42 and JayZ was 53. If Beyonce had met JayZ when she was 40, then it would be like, okay, girl, this is a grown ass woman, girl. She probably done been through some stuff. She probably know what to and what not to look, what to look out for. That's not the case. Y'all act like Beyonce was 42 and JayZ was 53 when they met. She was a teenager. And he was a 30-plus-year-old man when they met and supposedly started dating. Yes, that's how grooming works. Another tweet I put out, JayZ is no different than his counterparts, i.e. Diddy, Russell Simmons, etc. Y'all give him a pass due to your love for Beyonce, but y'all will never admit that he preyed on her. And Matthew and Tina allowed it to happen, but y'all ain't ready for that conversation. But JayZ ain't no different. JayZ ain't no different. He not. Now people don't. Now people is not. It's now people don't want to have the conversation because now, okay, girl, Beyonce 40-something years old, JayZ 50-something. It don't matter now. It's not like the same thing like as Marques Houston and his wife, right? Marques Houston is 42 and this girl is still 20. She still ain't even legal. Wait, is she 22? How old is the girl? I don't want to lie. Let me see. How old is she? $22. Yeah, she's 22 now. Right? So it's not the same when you look at it now. But girl, he's out of line. Y'all really letting y'all 20-year-old daughter date a 30-something-year-old man? Because the first question I would ask JayZ, what the fuck you got in common with my 20-year-old daughter? Oh, she's mature for her age. That's what they're gonna say. She's mature for her age. Is she? Is she really? Okay. He taught me how to be a woman. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Y'all quick to say that little boys need their fathers in their lives in order to teach them how to be a man. But now all of a sudden, JayZ can teach Beyonce how to be a fucking woman. He taught her how to be a woman. Girl. Sorry. Ooh, Azealia Banks reads Drake down following his comments to Joe Budden. Does Drake know his nose job and liposuction is not hip hop? So this is what Azealia, Drake and Joe Budden have been going back and forth. We talked about it in my live the other night. Joe basically came out and basically said that Drake's album is trash and that he raps like he's still 25 years old. And Drake felt some type of way, came back and read Joe. Birdman, before we get into that, Birdman came out and basically threatened Joe. Excuse me. Birdman came out and said, he tagged Joe, calm down, brother. You're not built for this real gangsta ish. You know what I think is so funny? And if I was Nicki Minaj, I would be livid. Girl, as many people that have come out, and we've all had strong opinions, especially about who Nicki decided to procreate with and marry and start a family with, but girl, that's that girl business, she grown. But as many people have actually came out and fully disrespected Nicki Minaj, and I ain't heard Birdman or nobody stand up for that lady. But then somebody really comes out and just basically says that Drake's album is trash. And honey, here come the army marching. Girl, hello, catch that. Yeah, Joe. Some people could say that Joe took it personal when he was basically saying, Drake, I heard, smashing 25-year-olds and you act like you. Okay. But I still don't think that's enough for Birdman to feel the need to come out and tag Joe and then threaten Joe and talk about this is some gangster shit. Girl, is that what we doing? Is that what we doing? Well, y'all too much for me. But I ain't heard y'all say shit about Nicki. I'll come to Nicki's defense. That's the real gag. These niggas show y'all every day. They really don't give a fuck about y'all. All right. Anyways, this is what Azealia had to say. Also, hip hop can't get any more trashy. Does Birdman know how IG? Wait. Okay. Does Birdman know how? Oh, I'm sorry. How low IQ? I said high IG. I forgot the low. Does Birdman know how low IQ, tacky, and how much of an effing loser he looks threatening Joe Budden via the internet? Girl, that's why I said, girl, I'm calling the cops. Girl, don't threaten me. The way you will hear this at your door, I'm not from the streets. I don't do the streets. Girl, I'm a sidewalk type of girl. Okay? So if you come over here and threaten me, honey, I'm calling the cops with the quickness. Like, you can get arrested for that, Birdman. Can you just make some more lugs and quit threatening people online before you get arrested? I don't understand. Like, you really online threatening this man. Ish like that really makes the genre looks trashy and low budget as hell. And sorry, you've kind of just made it so hot that if anything happens to Joe Budden, it's certainly getting traced back to you and Drake. LOL. That's what I'm saying. Loved your verse on constantly hating, but it has been a minute since anyone cared for your music, and Drake is redundant as hell. Only weird nepo babies and Eastern European immigrants who wear USN Polo Association, Cool Water, and Media F boys actually care for him. Work some magic and bring back Young Thug, please. That man is very, very special. Honestly, if Drake's girl, now that's what she like, girl. Azealia, we don't, not Young Thug who's out here, girl. They say terrorizing the community, girl. No, it's not what we doing. It's not what we doing. I want y'all to look up what they say Young Thug and YSL were doing out in the community. Honestly, if Drake's mother was black, he'd probably not be so corny. White mom syndrome is very real. We're going to listen to some audio of Birdman. Rapper Birdman goes off on anyone dissing Drake and warn for Joe Budden if he continuously disrespects Drake, there will be consequences. This is what Birdman had to say.
Playing with champagne pop because y'all stop playing with champagne pop.
They be saying I be tripping, bro. He pop. It's up.
Hey, Dreamo. So how do you feel about people who's really not feeling Drake's latest album? A lot of people saying that this is the start of Drake falling off, maybe. Like Joe Budden criticizing him too.
Joe Budden ain't got a hit since Carter had Love Pills.
Say, bro, tell Joe Budden calm down. I don't have no ill feelings with Joe Budden. I personally always respected Joe Budden. I don't have nothing ill about Joe Budden. But he can't play with the GOAT. You can't play with the GOAT. No. I don't have no
I have nothing but respect for Joe, but he can't play with the GOAT. And if you play with the GOAT, then you want a problem. If you want a problem, we'll give you a problem. On God, we'll give you one. But if you want one, we'll give you one. But besides that, we don't want to give you a problem. But if you want a problem, we'll give you a problem with the GOAT. Because we respectable men. We honorable men. We not dishonorable men. But if you play, then we gonna play. This is how it go. But I respect Joe, and if he want a problem, we'll give it to him. Wack, you can handle him on the West Coast. I handle him down bottom, and we'll handle him wherever we go. It ain't that complicated.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Real tough, right?
What did he say? Y'all pull New Orleans 9 up. Stop kicking niggas. Them niggas
still.
For this is in defense of Joe. I can't believe I'm about to defend this nigga. For people to talk about Joe being a one-hit wonder or not being successful in music, girl, y'all sure do give that man's opinion a lot of weight. The only thing I can think of is Joe's opinion must, girl, carry some weight. Because if Drake didn't care, and if he didn't mean shit, right, then Drake wouldn't come out and say anything. So the only thing I can think of is you actually care about Joe's opinion, and you were upset that he basically said that you're trash now. And that's why now you felt the need to come out and speak. And now your homeboy or whoever he is, CEO, whatever, girl, he's coming out and he has something to say. Girl, I'm sure that Drake, I know for a fact Joe done said some of everything about Nicki's songs being trash when he thought that they were trash. And I ain't never heard Birdman coming out talking about, don't you talk about the GOAT. Don't you talk, you want some problems? But then he running over here to take up for Drake. Girl. Let me mind my business. I'm just a gay man. I don't have no issues with nobody. I'm scared. Girl, I'm a holler. I'm a scream. Girl, I don't do that. I don't want no problems. Girl, don't pay me no mind, okay? All right, y'all. Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.